Hi, this is Flick, and you're listening to the Magic Our Way podcast with Kevin, Danny, Eli, and Rachel.
Jumbo, everyone.
Harambe.
And welcome to another edition of
The Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
The Magic Our Way podcast. They are truly magical and whatnot.
Asante Sana, everyone. You are listening to the Magic Our Way podcast from New Orleans, Louisiana. And on this show, we invite you to feel the libations.
Feel it, feel it.
We are artistic buffs talking about Disney stuff, and this is a show in which every opinion is welcome. MagicOurWay.com is where you can find us. For this show, Rachel concludes her discussion about her mother-son trip to Walt Disney World in June 2023. Plus, we talk about some new food and wine offerings for this year, as well as a new food offering at the Boardwalk Resort. And look, this isn't your typical polished practice pixie dust and Disney podcast. No way. We're not on the Disney cruise every day trying to snag one of the new silver anniversary at sea merchandise.
That's right, Kev. We're here to drink, talk some Disney, and find out how Rachel's trip worked out.
That's right. So all you guys have to do is just listen up while we drink it up.
My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
I'm Eli.
And Rachel couldn't be around to do this intro with us, so we're doing it in behalf of her. But she does appear on this show to give us some travel agent things about the new food and wine stuff, as well as the rest of her trip. So you'll definitely hear her for the rest of the show. But Rachel is definitely on this show, and yeah, there you go. I don't know where
that's happening. Yeah,
that is happening. I was gonna say, hey,
this isn't a bait and switch. Like we're promising you Rachel, and then you get to there's no Rachel.
Yeah,
there will be a Rachel.
It's a Rachel.
You hear my stanky ass voice.
It's not Kevin in the blonde wig.
No,
you're peeking behind the curtain here, and sometimes we don't always record things in order.
That is correct. And look, man, as always, we hope everyone in Weekend had a great week. How's everybody doing in studio today?
Broken, but here.
I see that. Yeah, a lot of craziness happened in the past week or so involving stairs. No doubt.
Yes.
Oh man,
I missed a step coming down the stairs because I was too busy fussing at my cat for being some place that she wasn't. And man, that movie Cat's Eye wasn't lying. Those cats are evil because somehow she put the curse on me, and I went down a step and broke my foot. So, yeah. Yeah, it's not pleasant, but I'm managing.
You doing okay? I know you got the boot.
Yes.
There's a broken toe in your boot.
Yes.
Yeah, he touched it out though. I mean, like he would. I give him credit. He would not take any sympathy and not like the way we were gonna go and get drinks and I was like, hey, like you can stay here. And he's like, no, coming with you. We went. I was like, you want to stay here? No, coming with you.
Well, look, man, if you go on your August trip, I will rent you a scooter from Orlando Scooter Rentals. If you want to sponsor us, reach out to us, business at magicourway.com.
Well, if they sponsor us, I'll use it. Otherwise, I'm just going to get fat. I don't know. I have such a negative opinion because I've been banged in the back of the leg by, well, mostly baby carriages. What do they call those?
Yeah, the buggies.
Strollers.
Yeah, baby buggy.
Yeah. So the people with the motorized carts are generally not so bad, except for when you're trying to get on that bus because you got to go someplace and they got to load it up, and that takes a little while.
Or they back up a little too fast.
Yeah.
That's the issue I've run into.
Oh, so you have had that? Okay.
Yes, I've had that. Yes, I've had a scooter to the shin.
Ooh.
After hearing beep beep, I was like, "Oh, you just started beeping! What the heck?"
Oh, she hit you and
I only got 2 beeps and I got hit. I was like,
Damn.
"Really? How fast is this thing back up?" It's like 0 to 60 in reverse. I don't quite understand that.
6 beeps to register where it's coming from.
Yeah, I got to locate it and then move out your way. But I only got 2 and boom, done.
You couldn't talk, say, excuse me, about to hit you. Dang.
Yeah, I fell down like I melted. I don't know.
I melted.
It's craziness.
I ain't gonna make it.
Well, not to Danny's extent, he broke something. Some stairs fell out from under me, and I got banged up pretty good.
Oh, boy.
Thankfully, nothing broken, but boy, I got some gashes all over my body. That wasn't fun at all. I was working on my deck, and so I need to replace some things on my deck. And I was hoping these stairs would last a little longer.
Oh.
It didn't. And it didn't last. And I was on the stairs and they just gave out. And I heard a creak. And before you know it, I'm on the ground.
Oh,
I'm sitting there on my knees contemplating life.
All because you got a broke deck.
It's because I got a broke deck, man.
Broke deck.
Yeah.
Broke deck.
If they only had a pill for that, my deck would be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like This is 2020. Like, we've not come up with a better option than stairs yet. I mean, there's got to be
Really?
something, right?
That would be cool to get a people mover on your porch.
Exactly.
And Space Mountain, they used to have the moving walkways that they took out for some stupid reason.
Why can't we have that in our homes?
Yes, I would love that. Goodyear, make it. So
Yes, better material.
did you break anything, Eli, in the past week, or are you good?
His wallet.
Yeah.
Hey.
While it's always breaking. Yeah.
Oh.
I actually had my deck fixed, I think, while we was on the trip, and I just finished paying the man for that. I mean, but I remember we were talking about this like in the feed, and I have like bad subflooring.
The Brad Pitt house has bad subflooring?
Yeah, the Brad Pitt house has bad everything. I don't know. They still suing the man. I don't know where the money at.
You might need to explain this to people. See, when Katrina happened, Brad Pitt, this is back when he was married to Angelina Jolie.
Correct.
They invested money in the East and made these very efficient houses that apparently they put a whole lot of trust in some local contractors, and they didn't do too well by the Pitts. Or the Pitt/Jolies or whatever.
Jolies,
It was the Pitts.
Yeah, it was. The houses have all been breaking.
Yeah.
The flooring has been falling out from underneath these
Yes.
things. The AC units are going
Going
out like
out.
crazy. These were not well built homes.
Because remember, you had fancy toilets where you could do number 1 and number 2, and they would use just the right amount of water and all kind of fancy stuff.
Everybody
Yeah.
used to love to check out the toilets, but no, now I had to switch it out with normal toilets because at one point the toilets that they had, they didn't tighten something like one of the pipes. So if you took a shower, the water leaked into like the other rooms and buckled the floor. I thought an ex-girlfriend of mine did it before she moved out. Like, get out of here, ruin my house. But turned out it was this.
This is the Pitts.
It was
Well,
the pit.
if you've seen some of the girls he's dated, they can buckle a floor.
They can wet
And lift SUVs.
wet or not, they could totally buckle a floor. Absolutely.
That's funny in many ways.
But yeah, true. But in this one particular case, I know we were talking about on the feed. I went to use my master bathroom one night, and I was taking a whiz, and yeah, one of the tiles on the floor like broke.
Is that because you coughed?
No, I wish.
Oh.
But it was not. That was not fun. That was not fun. Yeah, one of my legs went like through.
Oh,
the
no.
whole, through the whole floor. By the time I pushed because this is at 2 a.m, I pushed myself up, and yeah, there's a.
Were you nut to floor in 2 seconds?
the floor was
Damn.
really cold, and right when I get out of it and I look directly down, yes, I can see the grass, and there's like this kitty cat just looking up at me. Like, did your nuts just drop on my head? So. Yeah,
It's like, bruh, I'm just living on the air.
I was like, here's some nature for you, bro.
I didn't, I'm impressed, but no, still.
I feel bad because they were trying to do something nice and it just did not work out. And so they got sued, Brad Pitt and them. And so
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, man, let's talk about some happier things, right?
Yes.
Instead of breaking our old ass bodies.
I know we
Yeah.
too old for this stuff.
Yeah,
man.
let's talk about happier times in Disney World. So we're going to talk about Rachel's trip as well as some new food options. So guys, enough of our jibber jabber. Let's get to it. Welcome to The Q, the segment in which we get to discuss all the news and happenings in the world of Disney today. And we have got some news regarding the 2023 Food and Wine Festival, among other things. So to take us through this journey to see what we're going to eat later this year, I'm going to toss it over to our travel agent, Rachel. Rachel, what we got?
So we've gotten some of the menus, which is really exciting. I feel like food and wine is a whole season of life now at Disney World. it's so long.
A majority of it, for sure, yeah.
Yes.
there's so many festivals now. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many festivals. And then food and wine in particular is now July 27th all the way to November 18th. So this one's pretty long. We're all very committed. So good to know what the menus are. There are going to be over 25 booths this year, which is like pretty normal. But they're doing some cool new things. So I thought I would just highlight the new stuff because a lot of your old favorites will be back. No worries there.
French fries. I can get my French fries, right?
Yes. There's the French fry booth is coming back.
Excellent.
And they're going to have pickle fries as well this year.
Pickle
Fries. What is it? Everything
Pickle
with
fries.
pickles lately.
Is it like speared pickles that you fry like a French fry kind of thing? Or
Oh, I don't know.
know
There's
pickle
no
chips.
pictures yet.
yeah. I mean, pickle chips is basically just battered deep fried pickles.
Right.
I wonder if they cut it
Right.
differently and just call it pickle fries. I don't know.
It's a lot of pickle.
That
Unless
sounds
it's
about
like-
right. Yeah. Spears and
Either that or
fried.
potato like soaked in pickle brine and then fried. I don't know.
Okay,
that would
see,
taste.
I would be good with
Oh.
potatoes that were dipped in something that was pickle-ish.
Pickle-ish? Really?
But yeah, I don't know about a fried pickle.
So you don't like pickle chips?
I've had it, but I can't say that's my first preference over popcorn.
Yeah, I'm with him. Like, I've had it. I don't crave it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely like, wow, that's a delicacy. Like, my once in a lifetime shot to get pickle chips.
Yeah.
A friend of mine bought pickle vodka over here the other day.
That
and I
was not
like,
good.
Not good. No.
Not good. No.
Yeah.
I don't recommend.
Pickle needs to stay in the pickle box. They're trying. Pickle's trying to break out of the box. Stay in the little pickle box.
Yeah.
They're trying to get
Well,
adventures to the pickle.
I feel like it's funny we led with pickles because there's going to be a lot of pickle involved. So that just like
See
came
what I'm
up.
saying?
Oh, my God.
There's a lot of pickle. So let's get into it. So yeah, like I said, over 25 booths spanning 6 continents. It's always their kind of tagline. And it begins July 27th. One of the booths that's returning is the Brew Wing. So it's spelled Brew, BREW, and then dash WING. So it's the Wings booth. Last year was in the Odyssey building. And I think that from what I can tell, that's what they're doing again this year.
Mhm.
But they're really amping it up and they are bringing in the Muppets.
Yay!
Yeah, it's going to be Muppet themed. So it's basically what it was in the past, wings and beer. But here's the quote from the Disney Parks blog. They say, Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and his faithful assistant Beaker of Muppet Labs will welcome you to their taste testing headquarters, where the inventive duo are busy creating scientific snacks and mind-blowing beverages. You'll have a chance to sample some of their kooky concoctions, like the unnecessarily spicy yet extremely tasty Scotch bonnet pepper curry wings or the pickle milkshake. Consider it a flavor
Oh.
experiment in the name of science.
Mm.
Oh, I'm sorry, my gag reflex kicked in.
I mean, I like the PBJ milkshake, but
Yes.
that may be the extent of my adventures as a milkshake dumb. You get into pickle milkshake, that's like way over the line. That's like way over there.
Way over there.
Way over there.
I guess I should have saved my comments on the pickle until we got to this point. I didn't realize that there was a pickle milkshake involved.
Just the fact that pickle and milk are in the same phrase does not appeal to me.
Not remotely in the least.
No.
No. I mean, I could see a world in which the PB&J milkshake could conceivably taste good. I haven't convinced my taste buds of that just yet, but I can see that, and there's nothing about this that sounds remotely appetizing. Wow.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I would taste it if somebody bought it and said, "Here,
Right,
try
right.
this."
On a dare? Yeah, no.
Yeah, maybe on a day or just even just a sip. But I wouldn't go forth and seek it out and say, "I'm buying this to consume fully."
No.
I just don't see how it could even look aesthetically good. I'm
Like
not
a
even
green
talking about
milkshake?
the yeah,
Like
like
greenish.
yeah, you
Not
gotta,
easy being green.
No,
No.
I'm sorry.
That's true. Yeah.
Wow.
So pickle milkshake. I'm not going to be there until the fall at least. So I'm going to wait for the reviews to come in on this one and then I see what other people are saying. But
It
Yeah.
might be gone
It might be-
by
yeah, right.
then.
yeah, maybe they'll take it out.
But that sounded so revolting that we already forgot about that unnecessarily long and complicated name. What was the other thing?
Yeah, it is the extremely tasty Scotch bonnet pepper curry wings.
Unnecessarily spicy.
Oh,
yet
that's
extremely
right, sorry.
tasty.
Unnecessarily. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going
That's
to say unnecessarily wordy, but okay.
It
Yes.
was unnecessarily
Necessarily.
spicy. Yeah, I
Got
forgot
it.
that part.
That I could do with. That's. I mean, it's just hot wings. That's all.
Hot
The,
wings.
the
Yeah.
different pepper. That's,
Well, I know what I'm
could put
dealing
on
with, but if you say, hey, would you like a hot wing milkshake? I'd be like, no,
it. No, no.
I'm good.
No.
All I
Exactly.
could think to myself is poor Camilla the chicken.
I'm hoping they'll have the characters there though.
I hope so too, because they better not be on a TV. If they're on a TV, I'm going to feel a little bit ripped off. I love the idea of having the Muppets there, but like either the Muppet Mobile Lab thing they used to do with Bunsen and Beaker, or maybe a little makeshift stage where the puppeteers could perform.
They could
That would-
totally do that.
Yeah, I would like to see that, but yeah, if this is just them on the TV show, on a TV screen, which it likely will be, that's not going to be near as fun.
What if it was like a TV screen like Crush on the Cruise, where it kind of follows you around and there's a bunch of different TV screens and they talk to you?
Why not just do a Muppet performer?
Well, now that would
Yeah.
that'd be better, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course that would be better.
No,
But
I
if
don't
they had
want to see that because that's unnecessarily. Like, yes, you have to do that
That's
with Crush
unnecessarily-
because he's underwater.
Unnecessarily.
Yeah.
unnecessary technology in the
Unnecessary.
Odyssey.
A lot of unnecessary things we're talking about today. Wow.
So there's going to be 5 brand new booths, but 4 of them won't open until the fall, and they all have names that are kind of similar. So one of them is called Wine and Wedge, which I assume is going to be wine and cheese.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another one is going to be called Char and Chop, which sounds like steaks.
Okay.
Bubbles and Brine. So I'm like, is that champagne and pickles?
Again with the pickles?
I don't. Yeah. Maybe
Wow.
brining meat. I don't know. Maybe brining meat.
I could deal with brining meat, than
Pickled
cooking
meat?
it, but
Yeah.
Ugh.
I depending on the theme that they're going with, it's suggesting pickles,
That
Yeah.
brine
champagne
is-
and pickles. Yeah, I don't.
There's no menus on these ones yet, so we don't really know.
Maybe like a little gherkins or like a pickle plate, maybe? They could do like a pickle plate. Like you can pickle more than
champagne?
things than pickles.
Oh, it's
Like,
a little
yeah, you
cheese.
could.
like
Like
cucumbers,
okra.
like
I could do some pickle okra. I love pickle okra.
fennel. Like you go to
Yeah.
Tubes.
Oh, yeah,
Tubes
fennel's
has a
good.
great pickle plate.
Pickle garlic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's nice.
And then there's the swirled showcase, which sounds like maybe Dole Whip
I was
swirls.
gonna say ice cream.
It suggests, yeah.
Yeah. That's
And then the 5th one is Flavors of America, which sounds a lot like I forget what they used to call it, but the one they always have over at the America Pavilion, but they're just calling it Flavors of America now.
makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that's the only one that will open July 27th out of those new booths. The other 4 all open later in the fall. You know how they've been doing that the last couple of years? They have like kind of 2 waves of booths opening.
Well, they got to
So-
get you to come back. Yeah. Sample the new
Right.
Yeah.
And also, like some of those booths, I just feel like no one wants to eat that stuff in July in Florida.
That makes a lot.
Pickle
of
milkshake. I do not want to eat in July or
Yeah.
August.
Oh, maybe ever.
All right. I mean, exactly.
There's going to be over 50 new menu items. I checked them out at the Disney Food blog, and I'm not going to list all 50 because that's way too much, but I did pick out a few of my highlights.
All right.
So I got at Brew Wing, not talking about the pickle milkshake, but I am talking about some orange cardamom wings. That sounded really good.
Oh, so that's in addition to that long name wings like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Bonnet
gonna have
wings.
all different types of wings.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay. Okay. So Muppets have like a very small piece of this menu. It's going to be a lot of regular stuff as well.
Yeah, well, so they've always had the brewing place,
Mhm.
and this year it's Muppet themed. And so it's hard to tell how much of it is going to be just what they did last year and how much of it is going to have the Muppet theming.
I would think it'd be all the weird stuff would be the Muppet stuff.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But I just kind of thought like they were taking over. They were taking over everything, and everything would kind of get like a little bit of a Muppet spin, at least in terms of the names.
It does remind me a little bit of the way they had Figment take over the Festival of the Arts in the Odyssey.
Okay.
And they did have like some returning dishes on that menu too, but they just kind of made them more colorful to go with Figment. And it was actually pretty cool to go in there, and they had like old school Figment stuff up and like Epcot relics, you know. So I'm kind of hoping that they'll do it like they did that Figment station.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be nice.
So the orange cardamom wings sounded good. They're doing Impossible chicken tenders, which are those like vegan chicken tenders. I like the Impossible food stuff, so I'm looking forward to that. And you can get them in all the different sauces, which is cool because before you couldn't do that.
Is there a reason why they always call this stuff impossible?
It's a brand name.
Okay, there we
Yeah,
go. I was
yeah.
going to say, because by now it seems pretty probable.
They have proved their theory hypothesis.
Right,
It is
it's the
now
Impossible
theory.
Whopper.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
Impossible's kind of been kind of
Yeah,
Run a while.
it's like Xerox.
Yeah. And then they have a Caipirinha lager from Sun King Brewing. I love a Caipirinha, so I'm interested in a Caipirinha lager. That
Like a
sounds good.
That
caipirinha
does
beer. Maybe like a limey kind of sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Kinda-
limey.
I'll try that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd try it.
Flavors from Fire, which is a returning booth. They're going to have a spiced chocolate tart with barbecue potato chip crust, salted whiskey caramel, and smoked sea salt.
Whoa.
I got lost in that description.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot
Lord.
going on there.
There's a lot of good words in there. I don't know if they mean anything.
There's
but
some crazy words in there too.
I know separately I like them all. but-
Yes.
Wow.
Right.
One more time slower.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it's the spiced chocolate tart
Okay.
with a barbecue potato chip crust, salted whiskey caramel, and smoked sea salt.
I'm going to say no now. Okay, so that's basically barbecue chips
Yeah.
sprinkled on top.
of chocolate.
Well, it's the
crust.
crust. It's the
Crust.
crust.
It's a crust.
So it's
but
even
then there's
worse.
sea salt to give it more salty chip flavor
And
with
sweetness.
the caramel.
Yeah, with the caramel.
So the caramel must be like really
Salted
hard.
caramel.
You know, they may be
Oh,
overthinking this stuff a little bit.
There's a lot going on in that.
Wow,
this
yeah.
sounds like mixing drinks. One flavor has to offset the other flavor and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
And that wasn't made by Muppet Labs, right? That was
No, that's Flavors
Okay.
from Fire.
Hmm.
In Greece, they're gonna have a moussaka, and it's gonna be the Impossible crumbles. Impossible moussaka, but I love a moussaka, so I'm kind of pumped about that.
What's a moussaka?
a moussaka is like a Greek lasagna.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
it's
use
a lot.
the little noodles and stuff.
So now this has no meat in it. It's an impossible one, so it's gonna have
Well,
like
this
all that
particular
weird-
It'll
one,
have
yes,
the impossible
but-
meat, yeah.
You know, I've been to many a Greek restaurant. I've never gotten moussaka just because I love lasagna so much. I'm like, I'm kind of.
Yeah.
Well, and you're Italian.
Yeah.
You stole it from us.
The other two that sounded good to me were both in the Japan pavilion.
Now
Perfect.
we're talking.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, they have a fire taiko roll, which is a sushi roll with spicy tuna, cucumber, and pickled daikon radish served with spicy sauce.
That is a pickle I can get behind.
I'll take that.
I can take that pickle.
I
You'll
would
take
back
that
that.
pickle?
Yes,
Take
that
that
pickle
daikon
gets my
pickle.
endorsement.
Yes.
Yes.
Then they also have a beef wagyu don, which is a traditional Japanese rice bowl with American wagyu beef over steamed white rice. That sounded good.
I always count on Japan to do it right.
I
Yeah.
could do that.
Yeah.
I could definitely do that.
That's within my wheelhouse. That'll have like crunchy potato chips. All
Whacked,
that.
whacked off beef. Yeah,
I could
man.
work with that.
But yeah, so those were kind of my highlights from the food and wine news. I'm sure we'll get more like reviews and information as July 27th comes. But yeah, just a little preview.
Yeah, you know, I'm kind of curious to know whether or not we're going to be able to make it in August because of my foot.
Yeah.
But if we do, I'm kind of thinking since Food and Wine will be kicked off, maybe it may be worth a day to go over and check out Food
Get
and
you
Wine.
one of them scooters, brother. Get to the
Yes.
front of the line, brother.
I would not do that to other people.
Transfer. You got
me
a
and me and
foot
my-
issue.
My pimp limp will be just hobbling.
He wants us to tough it out.
Oh, you
I just wanna
get that
a cane.
wheelchair,
Yeah.
brother.
No.
We'll
jump
stand.
the line.
We'll go with you, and we'll stand in front of it. Be like, everybody, make way, make way.
Be like, you must transfer to ride
Prince
this
Ali,
ride.
yeah.
You
Yes.
say, yes, I
Yes.
can.
Get an
Yes.
elephant.
I can transfer.
But I do love Food and Wine. I really do.
I do too, yeah.
Yeah,
you know.
me too.
And my middle child loves it too. And she's like, oh, can we go?
So there's still no word on when the dining plan will not be in effect. Well,
Not
no,
till January 19th.
not until January
Or
19th.
January 9th. 9th.
January 9th, but Food and Wine ends on
November 18th.
November. But you know what's funny about that? I was
so
looking
no
at
snack credit.
I was looking at the website for this, and they have on there Food and Wine credits not accepted. I mean, not Food and Wine, dining plan not accepted.
Really?
I'm like, why do you have this when it's not even coming back until January? Unless they
I
just
know.
have never updated the website.
Probably.
That's a bummer.
That's probably it.
Yeah.
They don't update that thing very well.
Well, I just heard that like 4th of July weekend or whatever, the prices for the Genie Plus hit an all-time high. Meanwhile, people were reporting you could just walk on to any like I want to say Animal Kingdom was upwards of like what $18-$20 to get in, and then people would get in and it's just like you could walk on anything. It wasn't even that long wait.
Yeah, it wasn't. It actually was a pretty quiet holiday weekend. Yeah, I think the whole summer just we've been talking about it, but it's not as busy.
Summer. Yeah,
Yeah,
called it
quiet
summer.
Well, one thing that might get you to go, it's coming actually pretty soon. They're changing the boardwalk to go. Like if you remember, there was a kiosk on the boardwalk that was called the to go window, and it had like chicken tenders and sort of fair food.
Yeah, it was right by the pizza place.
Right. Yes. So it's been closed, and now it is going to reopen as Blue Ribbon Corn Dogs. Have you been there in downtown Disney?
Oh wow! No, I've
It's from
not.
Anaheim.
No, I haven't been the blue.
Wait, the corn
Whoa,
dogs?
whoa, whoa, wait. Yeah, those huge corn dogs. That's Blue Ribbon.
The huge ones in downtown Disney, not the ones in the park, but in downtown
We've had
Disney.
those.
We've
right?
had those.
Yeah, we've
Welcome
had
to
those.
the park. Yes.
Wow, they're
Yeah,
bringing it here.
that's coming to the boardwalk.
Oh, well, yeah. Hey, nicely done. Nicely done. Good job,
Yeah.
Disney.
Well, when is this happening?
They said very soon, and it doesn't look like there's a ton of renovation. Like if you go to Blue Ribbon Corn Dogs Instagram, which is just Blue Ribbon Corn Dogs, all one word, they're already like showing what the sign is going to look like. And it looks like they're just going to move right into that kiosk. So I don't think it's going to be long at all.
That's kind of surprising that they haven't had a corn dog on the boardwalk all up until now. Then
I know, right? I thought, what a good fit.
Yeah, it makes sense. Corn dogs. I mean, shoot.
Dude, I'll rent you a scooter if you go in August. If they
Oh.
open up soon.
I'll be there.
I'll pitch in.
Yeah, because I don't need to pay money to go to the boardwalk.
Yeah.
I'll go do that.
They are the home of the famous pickle dog.
What the? Ah.
What? Wait, is this like a corn dog, like a pickle fried like a corn dog?
This one is bananas. Josh had it 2 summers ago. So it's a hot dog inside a pickle, and then they dip it in the batter and they sprinkle it with panko on top and they deep fry it. And then there's a peanut butter dipping sauce that goes on top.
Peanut butter dipping sauce.
How do you get a hot dog inside of a pickle?
Very carefully.
You buy a dinner.
Would a pickle and a hot dog love each other very much?
This is what happens.
Yes. No, like,
Yeah.
do they hollow it out like they do the pineapple? And
They
then
take the seeds out. Yeah, and they put a hot dog in.
And then they take the seeds and stick it in your milkshake.
there you go.
Pickle milkshake.
Wow.
So that's the pickle dog. We did have it. The pickle dog itself was good. It was gigantic, like really hard to eat because it was so big.
Really?
The peanut butter sauce was nasty, and I love peanut butter. I was like, I had a very open mind. It was gross.
Yeah, I'm a huge peanut butter fan, but it does not sound like it belongs on a hot dog. But I could see. Okay, so if the pickle is hollowed out, you're not. The pickle isn't overwhelming the flavor of the hot dog, so it's kind of like you have like a little relish on there.
Right.
Maybe it's not as bad, so that makes sense.
It was good with ketchup and mustard. We like just put it on
Okay.
top and then ate it.
I
Yeah.
thought
I could live with
I was
that.
gonna say.
I thought it was a pickle on a stick, and they deep fried it, and boom.
That's
there
what
you
I
go.
was thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'd be down for that too, but the hot dog inside was nice.
Y'all
Yeah.
liked it? Y'all liked it though?
I
mean,
like the pickle dog, yeah. And then they
Pickle dog.
also have mozzarella dog. This one's like kind of worth looking at if you're ever curious. So they put like a bunch of hunks of mozzarella cheese on a stick, and then they batter it and fry it. But it's as big as a corn dog, but it's just all mozzarella. It's like a gigantic mozzarella stick.
I
So
love
it's like
fried
cheese
mozzarella
sticks
sticks.
on a stick.
Just
Yeah,
stick on a
and then they for 4th of July they did red, white, and blue mozzarella cheese. Like they dyed it.
That's
Oh.
a thing?
So if you look at it on their Instagram, they have this like crazy cheese pull, and it's red, white, and blue striped cheese. Yeah, I don't know about
Mozzarella
the
should
colored
be
cheese.
white, right?
Yeah, right. I don't know about the colored.
I
cheese.
don't
Come
know
on,
about
be
colored
patriotic.
mozzarella.
Come on, be
Wow.
patriotic.
But there's respect. Mozzarella
Yep.
should not be any color than white.
Yeah, Captain Cheese America.
That's-
Come on, come with it.
Captain
Come on.
So they've
cheese.
got lots of different things that aren't just corn dogs, but it's coming soon.
Wow.
I was gonna say, who doesn't want to combine their patriotism with their cheese?
that right?
But look, I can combine a lot of things with cheese.
I love cheese though. I
Cheese is good, yeah.
Would you salute the cheese?
If it tasted good enough, yeah, sure, why
I
not?
hope so.
Went out easy.
Yeah.
So there's your foodie updates for the beginning of July.
Wow,
Wow,
Rachel,
Oh,
that's
okay.
a serious combination of dishes.
All about the
man.
pickle.
Quite a deep dive, man. Like there's some things I'm looking forward to, but most of the stuff, man, some of this is very unique. So
Sweet
yeah,
and salty.
Yeah.
if you're a foodie that wants to try interesting new flavor combinations, that's for you, man.
So the thing is, somebody tried this and said, this is good. Let's sell it.
You know, I'm sure that
I'm sure they did.
I'm not sure. But I think it had to been tried. It had to been taste
Had to
tested.
been.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll make it palatable for some people.
Sure. Why not? Well, thank you for that. And of course, they can always book a vacation with you, right? To check this all out.
You can contact me at Rachel, RACHEL, at magicourway.com, and I would love to help you book a foodie trip. It's like one of my favorite things to do. So happy to help.
And again, she said it, guys. All the favorites are going to be back. So
Yes.
yeah, you don't
Yeah.
have to eat this new inventive stuff. You can go right back to the tried and true.
You can still get your filet mignon and your cheddar cheese soup
And your French fries.
and your French fries. They'll
Yes.
still
Yes.
be there.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Here we are on the Hub, our main topic segment of the show, and we are continuing Rachel's discussion about her quick mother-son trip down to Walt Disney World back in June 2023. And if you want to hear the first part of that, make sure you check out Magic Our Way show number 480 to hear about plane issues with Spirit, especially when landing on Orlando, as well as searching for Baymax in a box, in a blind box, and, a lady that really wanted to see Piglet. So,
Yes.
all the stories you want to check out, let's do Magic Our Way show number 480. But today,
Well worth it.
yeah, we're coming to the second half of your trip. And I remember you telling us that y'all went to the new Lunchbox restaurant, Woody's thing. So I'm excited to hear that. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Rachel, wherever you want to take us down. Where do you want to start?
Yeah, so this was our second day. We only had the 2 days. So we did Magic Kingdom the first day and Hollywood Studios the second day. And we stayed at Pop Century. So we had gone to bed very late after the fireworks. And I decided I was going to just let my son kind of sleep as long as he wanted because, like, for him, where he's a little bit shorter, like, there's no rush to get to Hollywood Studios. Like, we're going to be able to get on everything. He's not into the shows as much, like Hollywood Studios. If you're not doing the shows, then there's actually not that many rides.
No.
And so I was kind of like, just no rush to get in there. So we slept in.
Good.
Except not me. I didn't sleep in.
Oh,
I had two reasons I didn't sleep in. One was because I had to get up for Genie Plus. But the other one is, and this is for our female listeners out there, I guess. I had a bad surprise.
Bad
In the
surprise.
morning. I had my period came a week early, which was a real bummer.
oh no.
Oh,
Yeah, that was, and I had not packed. I was not prepared.
good. You're not pregnant, especially if you're not.
Yeah.
But
Well,
bad
good,
because you're in the
yes.
middle of the heat in Florida.
Or
in
bad if she's
June.
trying.
No, we're done having.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I
In
was
case
leaving
anyone
that
was wondering.
completely up to your. Yeah.
Factory is closed. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but yeah, so not a great morning, and I wasn't prepared. And if you're a woman out there and you know that situation, you know I was in a panic a little bit, because when you don't have those supplies and the time comes, you are up creek.
Literally.
Yeah, and so I recommend to everybody DoorDash. I DoorDashed lady supplies at 6 a.m. from CVS, and God bless the woman who went out at 6 a.m. to go pick up lady supplies and bring them to Pop Century Resort via DoorDash. I tipped her well.
Oh, but she probably saw the thing and was like, "Oh, I know this.
Yeah, for real.
Let's go. I gotta go."
Does it come straight to your room, or do you have to go get it from the concierge?
Well, you could do the concierge, but they actually just came right to the parking lot that was nearest to our building.
Oh,
no.
that's nice.
Yeah, you should have tipped her nice. That's
Yeah.
all.
I did. Yeah.
great.
No, it was great. I told my little guy that I was going to the food court. I was like, I'll be right back. I'm going to the food court. And then I just boop, went right out, grabbed my stuff, came back. He
Yeah.
loved
So
it.
DoorDash went to the security and it's like, you got to understand this. I gotta get in there. This is 6 a.m. Who does that?
Yeah.
Somebody needs this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one is lying about that.
Nobody is
No.
lying about that.
So that was the beginning of my morning. But after DoorDash came through, everything was back on track.
All right.
Good,
We got
great.
our Genie Plus things, and we went to the Skyliner to ride to Hollywood Studios. My son loves the Skyliner. It was the whole reason we stayed at Pop Century. And I love the Skyliner because if you remember yesterday, it took me until 10:45 to get a coffee. But on the Skyliner, you can pop off at Caribbean Beach and get your Joffreys right there, and then get right back on the Skyliner and head over to Hollywood Studios. And so that's what we did.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's a great hub there at the Caribbean. There's a lot of good stuff.
Yes.
Yes, and there's no lines. I mean, there were like maybe two people there in front of me, but it took no time. My son got the world's largest donut. So just a heads up on that, parents. If you're going to go get your coffee, it's very difficult to say no to those huge donuts in the window.
I've never had one of those.
I didn't know they had a huge donut over there. That's
Oh,
news to me.
Yeah, big donuts, all different colors. There was a
Man.
rainbow one because it was
Oh.
Pride Month.
I gotta get some of those nuts.
Yes. Yeah. So
Hey.
so I got the coffee, thank goodness, and we went back to the Skyliner. And my son really wanted to have a Guardians of the Galaxy Skyliner car. You know, the ones that have the characters
Ah,
on them.
yeah.
And
nice.
it was kind of busy because it's the morning and people are going, and it just didn't work out. And he was really bummed. And so, I made a mental note that we would come back and try to get that on the way back. So that's what we did. But we just got into a regular Skyliner and we went to Hollywood Studios. I took the mints out of my bag this morning. So we got right through security, which was wonderful.
Nice.
I really appreciated just getting right through and not having to wait in that queue again.
Damn Altoids.
Yeah. Oh man, that was so frustrating.
Did you just hold it in your hand, or you just threw it right through security?
I just didn't bring them.
You just didn't bring them. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, not worth it. And then we get through the front gates and we're headed towards Toy Story Land and Slinky Dog because we had an early Slinky Dog Genie Plus. And Mickey and Minnie's had no wait. And so I convinced him to do that instead first. And it turned out to be a really good idea because right as we got off, I looked at the line and it was all the way outside in that outdoor queue. But we just walked right to the Fast Pass merge. Like there was no line at all. So it really piled up fast.
I wonder how that happened.
Yeah. I know. And it wasn't like we were there right at park opening.
I wonder if it broke down and it just reopened and the word hadn't gotten out yet.
Yeah,
'Cause
maybe.
That
Possible, yeah.
happens
Mhm.
quite a
Well,
bit.
yeah, it doesn't. And sometimes it just doesn't open first thing in the morning. So maybe it had like just opened. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we got right in and got on to Mickey and Minnie's. And that was a blast. What a great ride. I love, and it's just such a good addition to Hollywood Studios because it's great for the younger kids too. Just like a family ride.
It's a great ride. It really is.
Yeah, I was just thinking how cool that thing is because they kept the facade
Mm-hmm.
of the
Yeah.
theater, and then inside there's just like this technological awesomeness.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I don't miss maybe a skosh. I don't
Nostalgic
really miss,
you miss. Yeah. Of
Great
course.
Movie Ride that much because of the work and effort they put into that.
Yeah. When we headed to Toy Story Land, we did our Genie Plus with Slinky Dog. Rode that one. That's such a great coaster.
Yeah.
And then we had a little bit of time to kill before our lunch at the Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. And so we went to Pixar Place, which is just that like around the corner, where the Incredibles stuff is.
By my favorite bathroom, yes.
Yes, by your favorite bathroom. And we did a bunch of characters, like all rapid fire, no lines. So we met Edna Mode, has that indoor like queue space, is so cool.
Love it.
We met Mr. Incredible. And we met Sully from Monsters Inc. All just like right in that area in, I don't know, maybe a half hour to meet all three.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Yeah, it was really good. And they have a lot of character meets there now. So like I know Max is there sometimes from Goofy Movie. He's in his Powerline outfit.
Yeah, that's generally closer to Star Wars, right?
Oh, is that over there?
Yeah, I think it's closer to the entrance where Goofy, when we saw Goofy and Max, they were right over there, close to the entrance to Star Wars.
Okay, yeah. And the other special character they have, this isn't in the Pixar area, but it's in over closer to Indiana Jones. They have Rescue Rangers now sometimes.
Oh,
Chip and Dale
nice.
will be in their Rescue Rangers outfits. So those
Nice.
are cool too. But yeah, Frozone meets sometimes in the Pixar area, just kind of like all sorts of different character options. So that's a cool spot to check out if you have some time to kill. And the characters at Toy Story Land, the lines just build up like crazy.
Yeah.
So it was nice to just get through a bunch and not have to wait a long time.
And what, he's 4, right? You said?
6. Yeah.
I'm
Six,
sorry.
yeah,
My
he's
bad.
6.
For a 6-year-old, that's heaven.
Yes.
Getting to meet the characters. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Bunch of
gold.
characters.
Yeah. And you can see those pictures on her social media. So make sure you check that
Yeah,
out.
they're all there. So then we had lunch at Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. It was not a long wait to get in, which was nice. We did have a reservation. They do this. They have little like toy horses, like the horse head on a stick kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Mhm.
The toys, and the kids like ride the little horse into the place, and they show you to your table. And the inside is really cool with the toys are all there. They have like larger than life Bo Peep, and just the whole thing is decorated like the rest of Toy Story Land. Lots of toys. You feel like you're in a toy box,
Nice.
which is really cool. And then they have announcements going on as you sit. So the first thing we heard was the sergeant came over the announcements and thanked service members, which was kind of cool. They did this little like salute to service members.
Very cool.
And then Andy comes looking for his cowboy belt. He can't find it, and you have to freeze
Yeah.
when Andy comes, like a toy. I had told my son about that beforehand, and he was very nervous that Andy was going to come while he was in the bathroom and he wouldn't be able to freeze.
Oh no.
Oh, dude, that is fair.
He wouldn't use the bathroom until Andy came.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah.
I
He was a little worried.
Oh wow.
You know what's great about that, though, is the fact that was kind of an urban legend amongst the characters that if you screamed, Andy's coming, the toys would have to all drop and play dead. And they've kind of incorporated it into this restaurant.
Yeah, they owned it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kinda
Yeah,
cool.
they did. They did. So a lot of stuff like that. There was Toy Story trivia on the back of the menu. There was like a little activity page for kids to do. So it's just like really nice for families. I don't know if I would go there as adults. I'll get to the food in a minute.
I was gonna say.
The food was good, but I don't know that it was like good enough that I would go without my kids. But let's get into the food. So the first thing you do is they bring you the salads. So everybody gets the same salads. There's a tomato cucumber salad, a watermelon salad, and a romaine and kale salad. And I thought the salads were all really good. They also bring you the Prospector's homemade cheddar biscuits with sweet pepper jelly. And those were incredible. Those cheddar biscuits were so good.
I
That
live with
sounds
that.
good.
Yeah, that does sound good.
Like, quick question here now, and it's just because I never was up on this until my last trip, but this sounds suspiciously like a prefix menu.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to be sure. Okay.
Yeah, definitely a prefix menu. And that's something to think about too. They don't have anything else. Like, so you know how if you go to some of the Disney restaurants, like the buffets and stuff, you used to be able to order just like chicken tenders for your kids, even though it wasn't really on the menu.
Right. Yeah.
That is not true here.
Damn.
It is like what is on the menu is what is on the menu. And they actually can't make a lot of changes to it either. I'll talk about that kind of in a minute. So,
Okay.
so you get your salads and then you pick your platter. So you can get a meat platter or a plant-based platter. and optionally you can add salmon at no additional charge.
Mm.
I don't eat as much meat. I'm not that I'm vegetarian, but I just don't eat a lot of meat. So I got the plant-based, and I did ask them to add the salmon, but they forgot.
Oh,
So I know I was kind of bummed, but I was so full by the time like I would have told them that they forgot that it didn't matter. So I was like, it's fine.
I've had that happen many
Yeah.
times. Like, thank God y'all didn't bring that because I way over ordered.
this kind of reminds
Yeah.
me of like Whispering Canyon, you know? Like,
Yes,
where you
it's
can
a
get
lot
one of
like
those,
that.
Those strays. And I was just looking at the menu, and I noticed that they have the sausage is called "There's a Sausage in My Boot."
Yes, there is. Yeah. Yep. So the plant-based came with a cauliflower that was really good, and then a vegan bratwurst and a vegan rib chop, which was the vegan bratwurst is a lot like a regular bratwurst. The rib chop was really just like the ground meat kind of, or not meat, but the ground plant-based meat that was sort of formed around a stick. So, yeah, that
On a
wasn't.
stick.
It was really dry. It was really dry. That wasn't that great.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that wasn't, but I've heard that the meats are really good. I don't eat a ton of them, and my son doesn't eat any.
Yeah.
I would hope so. With a place that has barbecue in the name, the meat should be decent.
Yeah. If Josh had been there, we would have gotten it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Rachel. Like, I really don't eat much in the way of meats. Like, I would eat the sausage, but I don't think I would eat much else.
I'll eat the meats.
Yeah.
I know you'll eat
I'll
the
have
meats.
the meats. Yeah.
So then you get to pick from a list of 8 sides. You get to pick 4 of them. But it's kind of like all the Disney restaurants, although I know they're starting to get tighter on this, but you can have whatever you want. So they say pick 4, but if you really want another one, they'll bring it. So we got the married spuds, which is tater tots, and then they have a green goddess dressing and a cheese sauce on top.
I like
Oh,
that.
I love tater tot.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of
We
that.
got the fried pickles, which I know.
Oh, come on.
Pickles.
Were these like little chip discs, or were they like?
No, those were spears.
Oh,
I think Disney's in
Yeah.
bed with big pickles.
Yeah, seriously. The Slinky Dogs mac and cheese. I don't know why they make the word dog so long, but
Wait, what?
they make the word dog long, like it has a million O's.
Oh, Slinky dog.
dogs,
Mac
Yeah.
and cheese.
mac and cheese.
Why is all the mac and cheese like linked together? Like,
It's not linked together, but it is tight spirals.
okay.
Oh, it should have
Yeah.
been linked together.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it
should
would've
be
been
that long.
cool.
Yeah, that
like-
was my theory.
It's, tight spirals. And then we got the cowpoke corn on the cob, and that has that like cheese on top.
Oh, okay. Like a little elote. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yes, like that. And I had asked for it plain because my son doesn't like all of that on there, and they can't do it. You can't get it plain.
Really?
Yeah, and the tater tots, you could get those plain, but they had to bring out like a separate one. Like they had to bring us the regular one with the stuff on it, and then bring us a separate plain tater tot.
Wow, with so many people's dietary restrictions, you think it'd be a lot easier to get stuff on the side or done?
That is
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
And then all the salads, like if you didn't want onion in your salad or something, like they couldn't do it. They had to. You had to have it the way it was.
Because it was all prepacked.
I was just about to
Yeah.
say, it sounds
Yeah.
like everything's just pre-made and just ready to come out.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
timely
And-
and they can turn over tables quicker.
That's not as
The
cool.
cocktails are like that too. They're all pre-done.
Oh,
you
they
can't,
have
like, order-
cocktails.
Yeah, you can't order anything that's not on the like pre-done cocktail menu.
Ooh, okay. I want to hear the cocktails.
Yeah, I got one of them. But anyway, so just it's like if you are a picky eater or your kids are picky eaters, just make sure that there's something on the menu they'll like because they can't
No
go with what
substitution.
you like. No substitutions. Yeah. So my son, who is a picky eater, he ate the watermelon, he ate the mac and cheese, and the plain tater tots. So if you have a kid who likes those things, you're all set. He ate a ton. He was fine. But
Good.
if he didn't like mac and cheese, I don't know what he would have eaten. So yeah, so then the desserts are like little mason jar desserts. They have a lemon blueberry cheesecake, an apple pie, a chocolate mousse pie, and a peach strawberry.
And you get Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know if you got a sample of all of them or you got to choose one.
You have to choose one, but then I asked and they brought me 2.
Oh,
So I don't know.
Nice. So what'd you get?
Yeah, I think you could get all of them. I got the lemon blueberry cheesecake and the chocolate, and they were both really good. I had about 2 bites of both of them and then left the rest because I was so full. There was so much food.
that would have been my choices as well. It sounds like you can't make substitutions or special requests, but what they have, they'll give you enough of.
Because they
Right.
already pre-made
Yeah.
a bunch of them.
Yeah,
Gotta get rid of them.
yeah.
Can't let them sit. It's like beignets.
Yeah.
You gotta serve them and get rid of them.
And for the little kids, they have a Forky cupcake, which my son loved. Like that was
Oh.
awesome.
I was just
So
reading the
he-
description of that. It looks tasty.
What is a Forky cupcake? What is it? Read the description.
So on the Disney website, it says for little riders, gooey chocolate cake, graham cracker, buttercream, and sugar cookie.
Ooh.
No pickles.
No pickles.
No pickles.
No pickles.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then they had the cocktails. So here were the options for the cocktails. And again, you can't make any changes. So it's the Grown Ups Peanut Butter and Jelly, which is screwball, peanut butter whiskey, vanilla smoothie mix, and grape jelly.
That might be right up Kevin's alley.
And yeah, I was about to say, because I brought Screwball here before
Yeah.
for recordings. And
I don't know
I
about
do
the-
like Screwball.
I'm not the big, like, I like peanut butter, but I don't need jelly. I don't know what the whole thing
Yeah.
is.
The Rodeo Mule, which is just like a regular Moscow Mule. Whiskey lemonade, which is what I had. It was Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey, Aperol liquor, strawberry puree, lemonade, and basil. And that was really good. I
Yeah,
liked it.
I'd have
Sounds
to go with
yummy,
that of
yeah.
the options thus far. Yeah.
Snake Eye Margarita, which is a watermelon margarita with smoked chili bitters.
Ooh.
Rum on the Range, which is a chocolate rum drink. So chocolate rum, rum chata liqueur, chocolate, and toasted marshmallow.
That would be
very
my dessert,
But
yeah.
that would be like a dessert
Yeah,
for me. Yeah.
Desserty. And then a Rattler rum punch, which again, it's like your normal rum punch.
Rum punch.
Like rum.
And then they have beers and hard ciders, but that's the menu. So the food was really solid, but not flexible. So I would say if you like what you see on the menu, go for it. It was really good. And the atmosphere is adorable. My son had a blast, like loved it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So it's perfect for us, but I don't know if it would be great for adults only.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like you hit the right age range.
Yes. Yeah. It was pricey. It's on the higher end, but I thought for the amount of food you got, it was a pretty good value. It was $45 for an adult and $25 for a child.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, that sounds
No.
on par. If
Ton of
anything.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were full. Like, well, I can say this part now. We didn't even really have dinner. We were so full. It was just a lot of food, and we ate at 11. It was early.
Well, I was
So-
going to say, you weren't missing out because they messed up the menu at Hollywood Brown Derby.
I was just thinking of
Yeah.
that. Like, what do you
Yeah.
have now? So you have that. You have Hollywood Brown Derby, Hollywood
50s
and Vine,
Primetime,
50s
yeah.
Prime Time.
Yeah. Hollywood and Vine. Did you say that?
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
Hollywood
Yeah.
Vine, yeah.
I like the quick service there, though. Like that Docking Bay 7 at Star Wars is great. Ronto Roasters is great. Woody's Lunchbox is really good. The ABC Commissary has a new menu, and that is pretty good now, too.
Oh, what? Since when?
I like last summer, I want to say. It's so I guess it's not super new.
Oh,
But
I gotta
they have like
check this out.
tacos
Yeah, I
and
haven't.
stuff.
Yeah, I haven't tried it in a
Oh,
long time.
yeah.
But that used to be me and my parents' like main place to go.
They have a buffalo chicken grilled cheese that Josh loves.
Whoa. Yeah, okay.
Oh, that
so,
sounds good.
Yeah, I was going to say, man,
That does sound
ABC
good.
Commissary was dead to me after going there like 2 or 3 times and being like, that's it. No.
For a while, it was just like dead. It was
Right.
like, blah.
Yeah.
And so now it sounds like it's gotten interesting. So I like that.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah, so there's good quick service too, but this was good if you want to sit down, and air conditioning was great and all that good stuff. So yeah, after that we did a few more rides. We did Millennium Falcon. We did Mickey and Minnie's again with a lightning lane.
Wait,
and then
who piloted the ship and who was?
my son and I were both pilots.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. We waited. I asked. You can ask everybody. You just be super polite about it. I said, if you can't, that's okay. But he would love to be a pilot. And they let us wait till the next group and made him a pilot.
Oh, that's
and,
great.
And me.
And how much coaxium did y'all get?
We got 2.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
good
I think
piloting.
that's the most you can. I don't think I've ever gotten 3.
We've gotten
We've got
2.
3. Oh, did we?
Yeah, we've gotten 2 before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like when Eli and I were piloting, we got 2.
Did we get 3 when it was like the podcast trip?
I thought that was the one we
Maybe.
got 2.
That's
I
the
don't-
only time. Okay,
Eh,
maybe not. Yeah,
irrelevant,
maybe not.
but yeah,
yeah.
but
Still,
we were yelling
right.
at each other. It had to be that one.
I thought we did so good because we were yelling at each
Yes.
other.
That was good communication.
Yeah, we were communicating.
Excellent. So yes, we went back for an afternoon break. So easy with the Skyliner. And this time we stood for, it felt like a very long time. I don't know how long it actually was, but we waited for that Guardians of the Galaxy car.
Okay, wait. Can I?
Oh, wow.
That's cool, but can I? I'm sorry. Did he get to ride Rise of the Resistance?
He does not like that ride.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw.
Why?
Yeah, we did. So, well, 2 things. So he does not like Tower of Terror, and he does not like Guardians of the Galaxy. Or sorry, not Guard. He loves Guardians of the Galaxy. He doesn't like Rise of the Resistance. He doesn't like Rise of the Resistance because I think I ruined it. I took him on really early, like he would have been 3, and he did not like the stormtrooper shooting at him.
Oh.
And so now, whenever we bring it up, he's like, "No, I don't want to be." He calls it being pewed.
Oh,
PEW. Yeah, like pew pew. Yeah, no, he's like, I don't want to be pewed.
Poor guy. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So we didn't do that, but it saved me some money, so that's okay.
all right.
And we did go on Tower of Terror because he had never been on, and we have done Mission Breakout, Guardians of the Galaxy in California, and he loves that.
Okay.
So I was like,
good.
it's the same thing. It's just different themed. You're going to like it. His sister hates it, so we never go on when she's there. But I thought this was a great opportunity. He hated it, like full on. He was like angry at me for taking him.
Oh, poor
Anyway,
guy.
so there's that.
This little
yeah.
guy.
I'm sorry.
Guys,
Yeah.
this kid is
This
tough.
little dude.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it sounds like he doesn't like anything that might be perceived as threatening. Like I think
Yeah.
why Guardians works is because you're saving the Guardians.
And
But
it's fun.
yeah.
Yeah, they're funny and it's fun music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
He's not big on threatening things. He doesn't like scary movies. So
Aw.
yeah,
there you go.
give him a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll grow into it. But anyway, so yeah, we did the Guardians of the Galaxy car back on the Skyliner. And then when we got back to the park, we did the Star Wars launch bay, which I hadn't been there forever. That is still a thing, believe it or not. And we met Chewie and we met BB-8.
Oh,
nice.
he's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah, no waits. And it was air conditioned.
Way
so
on
that
the
was
other side
nice.
of the park.
Yep. Then we went over via Baseline Tap House. I got a nice beer. That was excellent. And we just kind of enjoyed the evening as it came. What I will say is with Genie Plus, I got all the rides on Genie Plus earlier in the day. And then by the time we came back at night, there was like nothing to do
Mm.
because the shows are all done for the
Yeah.
day.
Mhm.
And then I had already gotten all the Genie Plus rides. So we rode stuff again, like a second time, but we had to wait in line all night because I had already met. You can only do it once a day.
Right,
on Genie
That's
Plus.
right.
Right.
So that was kind of a bummer. But we still had a nice night, but it meant like 50 minutes to ride Slinky Dog and 50 minutes to ride Toy Story Mania again.
Well, that's another reason why Universal's Express Pass is better.
Yeah.
But did y'all see Phantasmic?
So we had planned on seeing Phantasmic. That was gonna be the end of the night, but this was me. I crashed, and I don't know if it was like the morning experience I had, or we didn't eat dinner at the right time, or what. But all of a sudden, we were in line for Toy Story Mania, and I was like, "We have got to go back to the hotel. Like, I cannot make it." It was like 8:30,
Aw.
and I just did not like feel my best. I was exhausted, and so we went back and we got a big pizza. You know that the pizzas are back.
Yeah.
That was like a thing for a while. They weren't doing the pizzas anymore, and they're back now.
Oh, that's
on
good.
the Skyliner on the way back, I mobile ordered us. It was the same price to get a full pizza as 2 slices.
That's nuts.
That's Disney.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, and it was easier to carry the whole pizza back to the room. So I mobile ordered it. It was ready when we got to the food court, grabbed the box of pizza, went back to the room. I got him a Mickey bar. He ate the Mickey bar first because he was worried about it melting, which is like fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a couple slices of pizza and we went to bed.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good way to end it. I
Very.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Well, the next
chill.
morning, our flight was at noon, or we left the resort, I guess, maybe at 11, right at 11. So our flight must have been a little later than noon, maybe like 1:30. We went over to the Joffrey's again in the morning on the Skyliner because it's better coffee than you can get in the food court. And this time, he wanted the blue Guardians of the Galaxy Skyliner car because yesterday we had the yellow one. And so we waited.
That's very observant.
Wow. Yeah.
Skyliner, Guardians of the Galaxy car. Yeah,
Oh.
it took a while. The Skyliner folks are very nice. If anyone has young children and you end up in this situation, I just very humbly explained my situation, and the cast members were very nice. Let us step off to the side. They let other people go ahead of us as we waited for our blue Guardians of the Galaxy Skyliner car. Both of the times we did it, though, there was almost no line. I would not recommend asking to do it when there's a big line.
Sure, yeah, that's consideration.
But there was
yeah.
there were one party behind us, and so we just stepped to the side and let people go until it came.
Well, yeah. But if I was y'all and I waited that long, I wouldn't get out.
Yeah, I was ready to
Keep
get.
going around. Yeah.
No. So we got him another donut and me a coffee. We went back. We packed up, watched a little bit of TV, and then on our way to the Mears shuttle pickup through the lobby, there were characters.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. They have this like bus that goes around, and it's just there's no like scheduled time. You just kind of have to get lucky. We were there when the characters were there, so we met Daisy and Dale in the lobby and said goodbye.
Of the Pop Century.
Yes, a Pop Century. Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I've never heard of that.
It's like a Junkanoo bus, but with the actual characters.
Yeah, they have. I can send in a picture of what the bus looks like. But if you see it outside your resort, the characters are there.
And it's on your social media. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, I
picture.
put it on social media too. But yeah, it's something they started doing during the pandemic, and they just haven't stopped. They just kept it going. So it was a really nice surprise. Although they did do it sometimes before the pandemic too, because our very first trip, my daughter met Aurora in the lobby of Art of Animation.
Oh,
It was like a pop-up thing. I don't know if it was like training or what, but yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's pretty awesome. That's a good way to like a send off before you get on the choo-choo bus.
We actually took mirrors on the way back. We did one each. So we did Sunshine Flyer on the way to the resort and mirrors on the way back. The reason why I recommend mirrors on the way back and I didn't do Sunshine Flyer was that Sunshine Flyer they do less volume. So they don't come as often to your resort. So we would have had to be at the airport 3.5 hours early if we took Sunshine Flyer.
Oh, hell with that.
But
Yeah.
Mirrors had many more buses that we could choose from. And so we only had to do, I think it was like 2 hours early.
No, that's not too bad.
Yeah. We have TSA pre-check. I was just like, I don't want to sit at the airport for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, I know exactly how you feel.
So that was it. That was our trip.
Man, what a cool little trip.
That's
man.
great. What a wonderful way out. Like, so when you
Yes.
got back, was your daughter like, all right, now you owe me?
Yeah, no, she was tired from her softball tournaments.
Okay.
But yeah, we had a great time. And we did get her a gift. Oh, I was like, we did bring her back something. I don't remember what it was though. She had at Universal, when we went in February, she had bought a Hufflepuff Quidditch captain hat and she lost it in Hilton Head. And so when we were at the airport, we found a replacement.
Oh,
At the Universal store? Oh, I
Yeah,
have to
they had
say,
that store
yeah,
at the
that's a nice store.
Nice.
Yeah, I kept
that's
looking
pretty cool.
for stuff at Disney, but just nothing like jumped out to me. And then I remembered, oh my gosh, I can go get her that hat at Universal. So
That was
Perfect.
smart.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Rachel. We definitely appreciate that, man. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
yeah, and if anybody wants to book a trip with their kids, or their whole family or anybody, I'm happy to help. Again, that's Rachel, RACHEL at magicourway.com.
Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed that episode of the Magic Our Way podcast, talking about a trip report, Woody's Roundup barbecue, all kind of food stuff happening, man. Look, if you want to learn more about us, go to magicourway.com. There you'll find our social media links, past episodes, and more. If you want to get in touch with us and share your opinions, you can do so through the following ways. First, shoot us an email at show@magicourway.com or call or text us at 1-815-MOWEEKEND. That is 1-815
Mo Weekend.
669-4226. You know, one day I got to really find a 504 area code number. 504 more weekend or something.
Yeah, why
unique,
not?
you know, because 1-815, that's starting to get tough to say.
It
It's
is.
just not natural.
It did.
Don't
does
feel
not-
natural.
Yes.
I don't say 815 often. Here I am saying it.
You
Damn, what?
stammer with that a lip.
I do.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah. First of all, guys, we have a couple people do things outside of the podcast. We got Eli does things with comics. What's up, sir?
Oh, yes. As always, appreciate the support. You could go to www.ivorycomics.com and see all the work that I've done. Geisha, Savages, and the Molly Be Damned. All books are fully colored. The only ad for them is for the Magic Highway podcast, which is like less as you would get if you bought any other comic book from any other major publishers. So any support there would be greatly appreciated. Of course, there's interviews and blog posts and a link to this podcast, so you never miss a beat, never miss an episode of Trip Report or who put what on what with pickles.
So many pickles.
That's a lot of pickles.
All the
man.
pickles.
Oh my God.
I did not want to throw up.
And I'm
nothing,
assuming it's
but-
like dill and not like a sweet pickle or whatever.
Oh, it's gotta be.
Gotta
dill.
be.
Gotta
like
be.
bread and butter
Yeah.
pickles.
yeah,
okay, you're
just
gonna get
something
that.
salty and vinegary.
They should do like
I mean-
a crossover with Rick and Morty and do like Pickle Rick. And,
Yeah, pickle Rick with potato Morty. I don't know.
There you go.
and cheese.
and cheese, melted patriotic cheese.
Yes.
Yes. And maybe reading an Ivory Comics book will go well with the pickle. So give that a shot. But yes, all support is appreciated. www.ivorycomics.com. Thank you for that. Social media, you can find me on Facebook, Eli H. Ivory, as long as you're a real person. Nice to meet you. But if you're a bot, I don't want to greet you even if you went ahead and put potato sauce on potato chips and fried it with a pickle with a hot dog in it. I am not
with
getting that
crunchy
from
barbecue chips. Yes.
nobody. Nah. Yeah.
And salted caramel.
Salted caramel. I don't know about all of that. Not from nobody anyway. Still take your credit card.
What do you know about flavor?
Yeah. unless they tell me something different. But hey, Facebook, you can find me there. Project Geisha on Facebook. You go to facebook.com/Project Geisha to see artwork and comments and a post up there. Instagram, post up the hearts and the likes, EIRE504. And of course, on Twitter, I can be found at Hancock10166. So if you appreciate the madness, you just bring me the gladness. Thank you very much.
And if you want to book a vacation down to Walt Disney World or any of the Disney properties, maybe you want to go check out Food and Wine Festival this year, or maybe you want to go check out this Woody's Roundup barbecue, you can do it through Rachel. Rachel, tell them how to do this.
I would be honored to help your family book your vacation to Disney destinations, Universal, cruise lines, and major hotel brands around the world. Booking with me is at no extra cost to you. The cost of a travel agent is built into the cost of your vacation, whether you use one or not. And when you book with me, a little bit of your trip comes back to support the podcast and the fan community here at Magic Our Way. You can reach me at Rachel, RACHEL, at magicourway.com, or you can find me at R, the letter R, Family Magic, so Our Family Magic, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. You can also give me a call or a text. My phone number is 978-432-WISH. Reach out today and let's make some magic with your family vacation.
So if y'all want to access all the info we just mentioned, go to magicourway.com/about us. Also, if you want to elevate your support of the Magic Our Way podcast, go to patreon.com/Magic Our Way. There you will find 6 awesome tiers to support this show. Any way in which you can support the show is deeply appreciated. We also want to thank you for being a loyal listener, and we always love hearing from our listeners. All opinions are always welcome in the Magic Our Way podcast, so make sure you get in touch with us today. So, Mohicans, we say Kwaharini. My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
Magic out!
And you are.